Hi there, my name is Sandra Wilson. I'm a clinical hypnotherapist who works with people with misophonia and extreme sound sensitivity. Now in today's video, I'm going to talk a little bit about reducing conflict. So how to reduce conflict at meal times when your child has misophonia or extreme sound sensitivity. So if meal times in your home have become tense, emotional, or even quite confrontational because of your child's reaction to the sound of you chewing or someone else in the family chewing, eating, you are certainly not alone. Many families affected by misophonia find that eating together becomes one of the most difficult parts of the day. And in this video, I'm going to share some simple, practical ways to reduce the conflict and make meal times just feel calmer for everybody. So the number one is to try to really understand what's happening. So when your child reacts strongly to those eating sounds, it can look like anger, it can look unreasonable, rude, or like an overreaction. But underneath that, it's usually just a very fast, rapid nervous system response over which they have no control. So they're not choosing to be difficult. Their body is reacting as if something unsafe is happening, even though logically that doesn't make sense. So bearing this in mind will hopefully help you to see that your child is not doing it deliberately. Number two, being a little more flexible with seating and expectations. So one of the biggest shifts that you can make is letting go of the idea that everybody must sit together in the same way. So you could try allowing your child to sit a little further away, or maybe sitting side by side rather than face to face, or occasionally just allowing them to eat separately, or even to pop their earbuds in. This isn't giving in to them, this is just helping them to reduce unnecessary stress. Number three, using some gentle background sound, like a little bit of music or something. So complete silence can often make those trigger sounds feel a lot louder, far more intense. So adding this, a little bit of music or a fan or a low-level TV playing can actually be quite helpful. And this can take the edge off without overwhelming the space with, loud music. And number four, agree on a signal or an exit plan. And it can really help to have this pre-agreed way for your child to step away if they feel overwhelmed. So you can give them permission. So for example, a quick hand signal, or quietly saying, I need a break now, and just leaving the table without drawing attention. And this sometimes can reduce panic and can prevent escalation, as well as shame, because your child will no doubt be feeling quite ashamed and quite guilty, even if it doesn't seem obvious to you. So that neatly segues into number five, avoiding shame and certainly avoiding punishment. And it's completely understandable that parents feel frustrated. You may feel very frustrated, especially if meal times often just feel like a battleground and they're regularly disrupted. But comments like, just ignore it, or you're being rude, or stop overreacting, can really increase your child's distress and make future reactions stronger, because the more distressed they feel, of course, that is adding fuel to the fire in their nervous system, which of course is responsible for that reaction in the first place. So support is always more valuable than punishment or giving them a good telling off or whatever. And number six, focus on calm rather than control. So the goal is not to have a perfect family meal. The goal is reducing stress, reducing conflict and emotional overwhelm. And sometimes little adjustments, tiny little adjustments, can make a big difference over the course of time. And I meant to say, in addition to these things, if your child responds really badly to particular sounds, you might want to avoid those types of foods at the table. Again, it may feel a little bit like, oh, why should my child dictate what we eat to me, in its most extreme way, but maybe not having anything too crunchy. If your child reacts really, really badly to, say, the sound of biting into an apple, it's just about making little adjustments so they don't feel completely unable to join you at family meal times. So misophonia can, of course, make everyday situations like meal times feel surprisingly difficult, but with understanding, flexibility and a calmer approach, many families do find that things can become more manageable. And it may not be perfect, but it will be a lot easier. So if you would like more support around misophonia and sound sensitivity, you're welcome to explore my resources below. I have linked my website. I have also linked my leaflet, Why Misophonia is Not Your Fault. Let the shame end here. And it may be pretty helpful for parents as well to help you understand a bit about what is happening to your child. Okay, I'll be back with more content another day, so I hope you have found this helpful. Please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, or following me if you're watching this on Instagram, because the more people that know about me, the more I can reach and the more I can help. Thank you. Bye for now.